Welcome to NFL. Here's your host, Dames Marvs.
Billie Jean is not my lover. She's none of our lovers. She's too good for all of us, let's face it. What's up, Frankie J? How you doing today?
I'm in the house. I'm excited. Let's get going.
T.O. also in the house. How you doing? You feeling better coming back for your second trip through hell?
Yeah, love it here. Love it down here.
Yep, I couldn't find a way to fire him quite yet. So here he is again. T.O.
Probation saves me again.
Of course, watching NFL. I'm Dames Marvs, as the fine lady told you. All right. Trade deadline was yesterday. And not quite as explosive of a deadline as we've seen in years past. But let's go over some things because there is some crazy stuff. And I know you guys are going to want to talk about some of them. Probably the first one here. We have the Jets. Woody Johnson. Just call him Double Dick because Woody's a dick and a Johnson's a dick. So let's just call him Double Dick. Double Dick for the Jets. Trades. Sauce Gardner. What are you thinking? I'll tell you what he's thinking. 2 first-round picks from the Colts. T.O., did they overpay?
Yeah, for sure. They overpaid.
Frankie J, why did they overpay?
The Colts overpaid because they're desperate and think that this is the year that they go and win it all because of what's going on with JT and Danny Dimes. But we're only 9 weeks into the year, and there's still a lot of football to be played. And let's face it, Danny Jones gets hurt sometimes, and so does JT. It's not. Yeah, they overpaid.
All right, I'm going back to T.O. because he said a 7-2 team is desperate. Do you agree that they're desperate?
Yes, they are desperate. They want to win. They haven't won.
You're the one that made the claim. I'm asking T.O.
Oh,
you agree with him that the Colts are desperate at 7-2?
Desperate, as in, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's a desperation move. I think it's a good move for the Colts. I just think they overpaid. They gave away a little bit too much for a great player, not a game-changing player in this very good lockdown corner. It's hard to change games playing that position, and you overpaid it, I believe.
I'm going to throw this out there, all right? I think that the year that Sauce Gardner won Defensive Rookie of the Year, Reek Woolen actually had a better season. He was Tariq Woolen then. But East Coast bias being what it is, everybody had their eyes on New York. Nobody had their eyes on Seattle. So Reek Woolen doesn't win it. Now, here's why I bring this up. I'm not a bitter fan like that. It just happened at the time, and I was kind of like, whatever. This happens all the time. Probably why Aaron Judge will win MVP over Cal Raleigh. I couldn't care less. But here's the deal. Reek Woolen was on the trading block and could have been had from Seattle for like a 5th-round pick. And they gave up 2 firsts for a guy who wasn't even as... Celebration. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm here for it. Anyway, my point is they way overpaid because they could have got Reek Woolen for like a handkerchief, and Seattle would have been happy to get rid of him. All right, so Sauce Gardner's gone. He's a Colt. That's interesting. They got better, but it hurts them moving forward, and it helps the Jets, which I never want to see. Go ahead, Frankie.
I'm going to just throw it out there because that's what I do. Sauce Gardner, to me, is not proven. He hasn't proven shit. Has he had good games? Has he made some really big plays? Yeah, but so did Zay Jones as a wide receiver for the Bills and Sammy Watkins. They all have their moments of glory, but then they just suck. So I don't even think the Colts got a really good deal on this whole thing. I really don't. I think Sauce Gardner's not the answer. But go ahead, T.O.
I see you, T.O.
I'm not going to argue anything about Sauce Gardner. I'm going to argue the point that this helps the Jets. Nothing helps the Jets. We've seen this before. They've done this before. They had 100 picks a couple years ago, and they turned it into Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, the guy who just got traded. So nothing is going to ever help the Jets.
All right, I do want to put a button on what Frankie J said, and that is, you know, both Reek Woolen and Sauce Gardner have fallen off from their rookie seasons. They were both phenomenal their rookie season, and they both have kind of fallen off that trajectory. I do think this makes the Colts better. Quinnen Williams, another Jet, traded from the Jets to the Cowboys. Did you guys see this one? The Jets also receive a 2027 first-round pick, a 2026 second-round pick, and Mozzie Smith in the deal. Who won this one, Tio?
Jets win again.
But do they?
Yeah, because what are we doing here in Dallas? You ran your motor out of oil. You waited a week, and then you put motor oil in it after you already ruined the engine. That's what they did here. They got rid of their best defensive player earlier in the year, and now they put a little patch on it after it's already done. What's your record?
Yeah, they're not great. Frank,
No.
what do you think of this move?
For me, Dallas just does stupid things. Tio's right. They waited too long. If they would have held on to Micah Parsons, maybe gave him a deal, they wouldn't be in the situation they're in, sitting at 3-5. They are second in the NFC East, though, so they they still could win that division if they win 3 games and Philly loses 3. I just think it's a Jerry Jones show. I think they brought him in too late. They have a 7% chance, I think. They said 7% chance of making the playoffs after this trade being made, which says they're not making the playoffs. Why did they go out and do all this when they could have done it sooner or not had to do it at all?
All right, I'm going to disagree with you on this. You said that Indianapolis was desperate in trading for Sauce Gardner, and I'm going to say if anyone is desperate on defense, it's the Dallas Cowboys, who have the worst defense in the NFL, to go with one of the top 5 offenses in the NFL. So this very much makes sense to me. They were never going to keep Micah Parsons at the money that he got from Green Bay. They weren't going to be able to come anywhere close to that and keep people like CeeDee Lamb. Like, I don't want to keep going back and forth. Make your point, and then we got to move on. But, like, seriously, this is a good move for Dallas. Does it make them win the Super Bowl? Probably not, but it makes them competitive in these games that they still have to play for the rest of the year. Go ahead, Frankie. I'll give you this one.
Here's the thing: if Indy desperate because they're 7-2, they're making the playoffs. The Cowboys aren't. So why so desperate when you know you're not going to make the playoffs? You put them in there for the rest of the year, risk them getting hurt. Like you guys are all about, well, not everyone, but most people are, keep them out, don't get them hurt. So to me, it's too late. It's a dumb trade. It doesn't make sense if you want to win this year. Yeah, you want to compete the rest of the year, but for what? What are you competing for? Anyways, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, we're halfway through the season. Whatever you've done or can be undone at this point. So nobody's out of it at this point. Nobody has been statistically eliminated from the playoffs. So when I'm looking at desperation, you're talking about America's team here. You have to put a product on the field that's going to be competitive for at least at the halfway point, dude. Like, there's nothing. And like you said, they're second in the division. I don't think they're winning the division, but they're certainly not out of the playoff race. All right. I don't mean to always get the last word, but I'm not trying to be that guy. Shut up. Silence.
I mean, the last word's the dumbest word, so.
All right.
I'd say
then I'll take it.
Both teams won that trade.
I think it was a good deal for both, but I also see the Jets giving up on the season.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying we are going to restock for, hopefully they're going to be like, Woody Johnson's going to be like, I need a GM that can actually be able to do something. So yeah, they've got the picks coming. It's all happening. Okay, Logan Wilson's traded from the Bengals to the Cowboys. Another big pickup for the Cowboys. Jalen Phillips was traded from the Dolphins to the Eagles. Keon White traded from the Patriots to the 49ers. Kyle Duggar traded from the Patriots to the Steelers. Jacoby Myers traded from Jacksonville Jaguars to the Seahawks. Draymond Jones acquired
Wait.
the Ravens. What?
I
He
thought
was
you
our-
guys got Shaheed.
I have not finished the list yet, my
Oh,
friend.
okay. Jacoby Myers didn't go to Seattle, though.
Traded
Myers went
from
to
the
Jacksonville.
Jaguars to the Seahawks. These are listed as 2025
Really? He went to the Seahawks, too?
trade deadline. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Until I just
Wow. For some reason, I thought he went, okay. That is shocking. So
from
they
the
got,
Jaguars to the, yeah, I didn't know that, but I'll take it. Odafe Owe traded to the Chargers. Jair Alexander traded from the Ravens to the Eagles, and to T.O.'s point, and this is bigger than what I think people are making it. Rashid Shaheed traded from the Saints to the Seahawks. Olave stays where he is, guys. Anybody surprised by that?
no. You know why? He's one hospital ball away from not playing again. And I think that scares teams away.
Injury history did have a lot to do with Shaheed going instead. And the interesting thing about that trade, go ahead.
Jacoby Myers, he went to Jacksonville. He went to Jacksonville from Oakland.
Traded from the Jaguars to the. It says it right here.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. But
He definitely went to the Jaguars because of the injury to both their guys. I'm looking at it right here. Jacoby Myers was traded from the Raiders to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
why does it say that?
He signed a 1 year. Yeah. He definitely did because the Seahawks did not get both Rashid Shaheed and Jacoby Myers there at the deadline.
That would be stupid. That would be.
Yeah, that definitely didn't happen.
I wonder why. I wonder what other ones are. If they're, hey, if we're giving false information, fuck off. Don't tell us about it. We don't really.
Don't watch.
Well, what you as a Seattle fan?
Quit
What does the Shaheed trade do to you? Because Thornton sure was playing well right there. It can only help Dalton, correct?
Well, here's the thing. Dalton's not our quarterback.
I mean, Darnold. Sorry.
Yeah. For me, Clint Kubiak was his coordinator in New Orleans, and he is now the coordinator for Seattle. And I think he just adds another layer of speed. And I think what we saw this week was Seattle only had 3 active receivers out of 6 healthy when we played that game this week. Cooper Kupp, I'm fine pushing him aside for this deal. If Cooper Kupp is your 4th receiver, you got a pretty good receiving squad, right? That's how I feel about it. And I think we'll see him take the top off a couple teams down the road. But that's what I got for trades.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that of the Brees Hall news, that the Kansas City Chiefs were reportedly so close to getting him, they wanted to offer a 4th round, and the Jets wanted a 3rd, and the Chiefs wouldn't budge. I think he's everything a 3rd round pick should be from the Kansas City Chiefs.
From their standpoint, I agree. And making the Jets better it doesn't hurt them right away. They're not a division opponent, and the Jets are still a couple years away with the rebuild that they have to do. So, yeah, that would have been an interesting. I'm glad they didn't because I don't want to see Kansas City get any better.
True.
Yeah. So there's that. Anyway, that appears to be what happened on the trade deadline.
Lot of trades.
Yeah, I'm still bugged by this Jaguars to Seahawks.
Yeah, it's weird that it said that. But 100% I know for a fact he did go to the Jags because of the Brian Thomas injury and because of the Travis Hunter being put on IR. They needed a receiver. Parker Washington stepping up, but they signed Myers.
So we did see, God, what was Turner? the guy from Jacksonville, who's the rookie guy that he just went on IR.
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep.
So he got hurt, IR. Tucker Kraft out for this season. That's the tight end for the old Packers there.
Yep.
And then we saw Jaden Daniels.
Mm.
Gosh, I think there was 5 minutes left in the game. Just gets waylaid at the 5 yard line. It's 38-7 at the point of the game. Frankie, I'm wondering, because I've seen people all since this has happened, just busting Dan Quinn's nuts about leaving Jaden Daniels in the game. Why was he in the game? And I get it. Like, he didn't need to be in there. Why was he in there? And why are you okay with it?
See, let's not get it twisted. I'm not okay when it comes to things like that. The guy's just coming back from injury. They're blown out. That's when you protect your players. That's a protect the humanity side of it. Where I have a problem is when they're taking guys out when they're healthy and you want to see them play, like we said earlier, with the betting and the fantasy leagues and things like that. But when it's involving like Tua, there was times Tua should have been taken out after he wobbled and fell back down, but they left him in. Those are times that coaches need to be responsible. So I think it's a case-by-case thing, but overall, that's my take on that. They should have had him out of there well before that.
Guys, I literally asked Frankie to defend this point of Jaden Daniels being in the game, and he just turncoated on me.
But no, I didn't.
I'm going to defend it. If you're a fan, I saw a team score 33 points in the fourth quarter already this season. That's more than they were down by. So, and then you have the fan factor. Fans paid to see Jaden Daniels. They didn't pay to see Marcus Mariota. It's prime time. You want to save as much face as you possibly can. Why is he in the game if he's not healthy? I understand he's coming back from injury, but if he's not healthy, he shouldn't be in the game. So I'm not buying that excuse. If he's healthy enough to start the game, he's healthy enough to finish the game, especially when they're down. They were at the 5 yard line. That may have been his last drive. We don't know. They did score on that drive despite him going down, but you've got gambling odds, you've got fantasy to contend with, and the fans. You risk injury every time the ball is snapped on the field. So I'm not going to get all up in Dan Quinn's grill about this. It's unfortunate, and it's going to cost them. T.O., you've been sitting there listening to all of this, so you go ahead and speak your piece. And I'm fine with whatever side you're on. I have to be devil's advocate here.
Yep. I believe it is a case-to-case basis. In this case, him coming back from injury, I don't even know if that matters because he played freaking 4 quarters already. He was obviously healthy enough. It's just an unfortunate injury. I wouldn't blame the head coach at all. And you're correct on saying the Broncos came back from that many points in 1 quarter. Why couldn't it happen again? You're never really out of the games anymore in this NFL. So, yeah.
We saw a 33 points and a 24 points in the fourth quarter already this season, and we're halfway. I've never seen that before, ever.
No, yeah.
So, for people to... And I also remember the NFC Championship game a couple of years ago when Seattle was down to Green Bay. I think it was 17-6 with 3 minutes to go. Seattle won that game and went to the Super Bowl. 3 minutes.
Yep.
So
I'm not putting that on the coach.
No. And you think Jaden Daniels would have been like, yeah, I'm cool, take me out? No. He's like, we're at the fucking 5 yard line. Why are you taking me out? Why would you take me out of the game? I get it. Frankie, I'll let you get the last word on this.
I mean, at that point, it's like, to me, if it's a blowout, and the game's gone the way the game's gone, and there's been no sign of life on one side or the other, it's a case by case thing. I probably wouldn't have even had him suit up for that game. Seriously, I mean, it was questionable if he was even going to play, and then last second he's active. So they had questions all the way up till game time if he should play. He shouldn't have played that game to begin with. So I guess I could say that is my final word.
His prior injury had nothing to do with the injury that occurred. They had to have this game. He needed to play.
I mean, Frankie's the guy that likes to talk about desperation. This was definitely a desperation. Not that particular moment in the game, granted. I give you that, but when you start throwing in, I mean, isn't it the case that every player is questionable until they come back? I mean, everyone's questionable until they actually come back and start the game.
There isn't one player that isn't hurting.
So that brings me, because we factored in gambling and fantasy and all that, and now I want to touch on something that Todd said in our group chat earlier, and that's what was the phrase that you used for the magnets?
Oh, they activated the magnets in the goalposts.
Oh, God.
All right, you guys. Yeah, it's as dumb as it sounds when he said it just now. But I want to give him the platform because that's what we do here.
I mean, I can't give you any stats to back this because this is actually one of the only stats that the NFL doesn't keep is how many kicks actually go boink off the uprights.
You did give me the stat. You gave us the lead.
I gave you how many there was this
yesterday.
year, but they don't actually keep the stat. I had to count those myself. There's been 16.
All right, what are we
doinks.
talking about? Let me set it up, and then
I'm talking about you watching the ball go straight down the uprights, and
I'm
then all
gonna
of a
set
sudden
it
it
up, and
occurs
then I'll
and
let
hits
you
the
go.
boinker.
I'm gonna set it up, and then I'll let Todd talk about it. All right. So, the NFL is rigged? Question mark. That's the setup. Like, I watch these guys argue all the time about it, and I have questions. So I want to hear these two play it out, and then I'll ask my questions. But I'm going to let Todd or Todd in this example explain his position. Go ahead, sir.
The position 16 goalposts have been hit this year. How come the ball doesn't go flying past the goalpost? How come it always seems to bing off the post every time they miss? How come they don't just miss? How come you're watching the ball go right down the center and then all of a sudden he bing off the goalpost? How come we're not allowed to touch the kicking ball? Let's open that sucker up and see what's in it.
What do you mean? Who's not allowed to touch the
You can't have the ball. No, nobody can have the ball. You watch the guy in the Bills game run out of the stadium with it. Totally illegal. And that's not even a kicking ball. That's a regular ball. Frankie's going to tell me, oh, they got new balls this year. They've been massaging it. This is why they're different. They massage it to the way they like it. They're kicking the ball. You could watch it go straight ahead, and then all of a sudden it's hooking to one direction, nailing off a pole. Let's get serious. Easiest way to shave points.
So,
Dun.
Frankie, do you not believe in physics either?
Return of the doink.
Listen. All right, listen, man. All right. This is the first year the NFL has allowed kickers to get their balls ahead of the game and work them in, sand them, massage them, whatever they want to do to them. They've never done that. And this is a year where you've seen more missed field goals and some of those doinks. And sometimes the way the football's shaped, yeah, they can hook left and they can hook right. You can throw a knuckleball with a round ball in baseball because there's some laces on it. So definitely there's some physics to it, and I don't think it's a magnet.
I can watch any game from the 1970s. Not once do I see that ball hit the pole.
Because they kick straight on.
They're kicking with no shoe.
They kick straight on at that time. The game has changed. There's a lot more, magnets.
Yeah. Think about it.
Watch it. I have thought about it. No, there's no way. There's no way. There's more
here's my first question.
Jeepers.
Have you ever taken a magnet and placed it against another magnet and they go, "Nyeh."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen a ball like go backwards because it
Mm-hmm.
was going through. I'm assuming the magnets would have to be on both sides. So if a magnet's going through two other magnets or three, if you're talking about all three.
If they're in the ball, they can turn it on and off via remote.
Oh,
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
so okay, so
AI.
are we ever going to deal with the scenario where the ball sticks to the goalpost?
Have you
It
seen
is.
it stick to the person's hand before? And
Well,
them
yeah,
not being
I-
able to
that's-
get the ball off?
I can
Yeah, in the movie.
the tacky.
No. In the real. You'll see that sometimes. How do you think they're making these one-handed catches like that?
So we have magnet gloves now.
That's very well could be. That's another topic that's been brought up. They definitely have them in for sale. You can definitely use them in college. They're illegal, but they have them in practice. You'll see them. This isn't something that's new,
What?
and it could easily go under the radar.
The thing that's alarming to me about this whole thing is the look on your face of how serious you are.
I'm dead ass. Do I think I am always in the realm that it's possible?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Is this where we want to go, Hal?
No, because then it just ruins the whole integrity of the game.
Is this where we want to go, Hal?
I don't even know what to say anymore to this nonsense because they're kicking the balls differently. They're kicking them soccer style. They're wearing shoes they're like ballet shoes. It's so much different. And they're ruining the integrity of the ball by sanding it and glossing it and everything else so it could be slip. The balls do funny things. They'll just all of a sudden hook right. It happens.
Yeah, bad kickers these days. 1 out of 10 extra point kicks are missed.
Do not gloss your balls, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't do that.
Don't gloss
Not
your
sand
balls.
your balls. Do not kick your balls, as a matter of fact. All right.
I would love to know if anyone else is on this magnet stuff.
Yeah, let's if you want to address the magnets in the comments, please do, but let's move beyond magnet part of rigging of the game because believe it or not, Todd
Frankie J.
has some more. Oh, you want Frankie to
Frankie J.
one?
Watching that Bills game, let me hear the confidence you had that ball wasn't going to boink off that goalpost when Prater went out there to seal the game. Right after you watched Joey Bosa blow the 3rd and 17 like the game wasn't rigged either. Right after that,
That's
he
what
goes
I
out,
want to talk about.
goes out after that and game-winning kick on the line. You think he's going to make that kick?
9 out of 10, yeah.
No. I told her right there. I told my wife, going right off the goalpost. You're an idiot. I go, watch. What's it do? Dun.
All right. So there's magnets in the goalpost. Is there magnets in Joey Bosa's helmet? Tell me about the other rigged part of the game.
Give me the tinfoil explanation of this, Frankie J.
Yeah.
He saw a screen pass somewhere right in his head, and then all of a sudden he turns around and pretends he doesn't know he's playing the game of football, and he's going after the quarterback. No one, unabated, as fast as he can, is about to make the play of the game, 3rd and 17. The league is in frickin', how are they ever going to get this first down? Oh, how are they going to get it? It's going to either be a flag or Joey Bosa looks like this. Now tell me what screenplay you were watching.
He thought it was going to be a screenplay and didn't
Who?
want to
There was no one there.
That's what I said.
There's no one there. Frankie.
He
I mean, I'm not saying the game's rigged because I have questions that I'm going to ask Tio and make him accountable for this dumbass claim that he's making. But he's running right at Mahomes, and then he just stops, and he's like, shit, I got to make this look like somebody's coming after me. And then he finds the nearest guy to engage with and lets Mahomes throw a 20-yard pass down the field.
was there. There's also like physiological dynamics to this too. He's a big, tall, goofy guy. I mean, would it have been one of those things where if he would have hit him, it would have been a flag for
Yes.
roughing the passer?
That's how
Okay.
fucking direct he was to the
Right. So
quarterback.
maybe he held back so he wouldn't get that penalty and relied on his secondary to make the play.
Let me tell you,
There's
what the problem was.
reasons why he held up. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm not, am I saying that there's some players that don't miss plays on purpose? Yeah, that happens all the time. They don't want to get hurt or something. But Bosa, he held up for a reason because he thought Patty was going to let the ball go and he didn't want to get that flag and be that guy. Because that could have lost us the game.
False. The league calls in and says, this game gets more interesting if the Chiefs make this first down. Bottom line.
Okay. Now
Joey Bosa looks like he's never played
dude,
football
now
before in any
you just
league.
walked into the yard, Tio.
Okay.
You stepped in a pile of dog shit. And now I'm going to ask you to clean up the dog shit.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not saying it was your dog that took the shit, but you looked right at it and you're like, I'm going to walk in it. So now, tell me why, who's relaying this message to Bosa, and why is he like, oh, yeah,
Okay.
I don't care. I no longer care about winning.
Well, I signed an NDA before I signed my agreement. I shot all my hopes and dreams of playing an actual sport away. And I can't talk about it.
Wait, what?
That's why. They sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Every player signs this when they join the NFL. They're not allowed to talk about it. The ones that have talked about this are shunned from the game. This is why. Why else would he look like he's never played amateur football, pro football, or any football before in his life?
I mean,
We're watching this live. He's running unabated to the quarterback.
I'm
Third and
with you all the
17.
way up to.
I'll let you run a screenplay for your little 4 yards. I don't care about your screen. It's 3rd and 17.
So, what you're telling me is I'm watching WWE
It's sports entertainment, baby.
only in football form.
You've watched it in the NBA. You've watched it in bocce. You've watched it in Major League Soccer. Why can't you watch it in the NFL? And you will watch it in the NFL, and some people will question it, which is fine. I don't blame you.
Okay. Let me put a spin on it. NFL show or not, NFL. Game 7 or Game 6, ball gets hit, gets stuck under in the outfield at the track, gets stuck under the padding of the wall. That ball did not bounce out of the stadium.
The ground rule double by rule.
That's a ground rule. Well, it is, but that ball was playable, and they boldly didn't play that ball. In my world, that ball's in play because it's in the stadium.
Nope.
That's
played
stupid.
Little League World Series. You are told not to touch that ball if it goes underneath that padding.
Okay.
For that reason,
Then
right alone.
Then
Smart
what
play.
happens, Theo, when the ump comes out there and he just scoots the ball with his hand and he's like, that ball wasn't stuck at all.
It was stuck under there. Stuck just means it is stuck in there. It doesn't
What
mean
was
you
the
can't
call?
with force pull it out. It just means it's stuck.
What was the call on the field and what was the end result of that?
Ground rule double was the call, and the end result was, I believe, runners went to 2nd and 3rd instead of 3rd and home.
So they kept it as a ground rule double, even
Yep.
though.
The ump ruled it was a ground rule double because that is the rule. If it could, and there is that inch of padding under there that it can roll under, and you are told not to grab that ball.
Okay. I played a lot of baseball too, and I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the little leagues don't have
I
that.
saw exactly what you guys are talking about, but I was like, why
I
didn't
thought
you-
the ball was in full play, and they're all sitting there like, "Oh, it's stuck, it's stuck." I'm like, "What is going on?"
In that position, his play, that center fielder, the correct play was to not touch that ball because he's not going to be able to get the ball out of there and throw it home before that guy goes in. So he might as well take the ground rule double.
All right.
It was just a heads up play, to be honest. He could have grabbed it, and you might see other players do that at times, but the rule, he knew the rule. It was a very smart play.
Okay.
Baseball, I like the integrity of baseball. Do I think it's fixed? I don't have enough knowledge in, but I have enough knowledge in other sports to know that I don't doubt that it goes on in football. I wish it didn't. Hope it doesn't. I hope I'm 100% wrong. But I'm just giving you what I see out of my eyes on a daily basis, on a weekly basis in the NFL.
Oh, you believe in
It's your job to
self-knowledge.
prove me wrong. You say he was looking the other way for a screen pass. I looked for that guy he's looking for. I didn't see it.
The burden of proof is on the person making the claim. All right. All I can say is I saw him have Patrick Mahomes dead to rights, stop and engage with the defender instead of, or a lineman, instead of chasing him down. I'm not making the claim that that makes the game rigged. You are.
I think it makes the game better right there because it puts them right in first down. I mean, gives them the first down. Game gets a lot more entertaining.
Well, let's look at it. What Frankie said. He could have manhandled
Doesn't
him,
it?
drew a 15-yard penalty, and then we're in the same fucking situation anyway.
True.
So
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been a penalty, though.
that's why I fucking
That wasn't going to be a
fart dust
penalty.
on- That's
That was
why I
gonna be
threw fart dust on Frankie's theory.
Yeah,
Because
that was
the
a
end
sad.
result is the same. You might as well take a fucking shot at this guy that you never want to see again on the field. I mean, there's no point in holding up when the end result is the same. That's my
Yes. Yep.
All right, guys. Good talk. I think people have probably quit watching by this, and that's fine. I'm okay
Why?
with that. You'll see Todd from time to time, and we'll roll with it. Um, anyway, let's talk about week 9, guys. This was a phenomenal week of football after what was, I mean, unfortunately, your first week with us was absolute bullshit. I think every game was a blowout except for one.
Yeah, it's true.
This week I did notice there were three games that went multiple score victories, and all three of those teams that won those games were from the NFC West.
Mhm.
Guys, I am fearful to say that the NFC West is the best division of football. It doesn't feel right to say it, but a lot of people are saying it. Go ahead, Tio. What are your thoughts on this claim?
I don't know. Because I don't think that the Super Bowl representative comes out of that division, although I think they have the 3 of the toughest teams that are out there. Very competitive division, but it's hard for me to say.
I'm gonna use the AFC East as an example. You're not even close to the best division. You might be the worst division.
Yeah, no, I don't think
But you
AFC
may also have the Super Bowl representative. So please defend that claim about
No, I don't think we have the Super Bowl representative.
No. My point is, you said the NFC West is not the best because they don't have the Super Bowl representative. So I turned tail on you and showed you a terrible division that possibly has the AFC
True.
Super Bowl. So let's not.
Yeah, they definitely have the most competitive division. I'll give you that.
All right, Frankie, any thoughts on the best division in football?
Well, the best division in football is always, I don't know. They're all pretty equal right now, truthfully. I mean, looking at the standings, they're not as bad as last year. You had a ton of like 2 and whatever teams and 1 and whatever teams. But this year it seems to be a little bit more balanced. In the NFC, I mean, you got 6 and 2, 2 and 7. I mean, in the NFC, I would still think the NFC East is the and then in the AFC, I would still say the AFC East is where the Super Bowl is going to go through because it's going to go through Buffalo. But then you got the AFC South, right, with the Colts. So it's hard. That's a hard question to answer because there's a lot of good divisions right now.
Yeah, but you're not going to tell me that the AFC East is the best division.
Oh no, it's not the best division at all, but that's most likely the division that the Super Bowl is going to go through Buffalo, one way or another.
Sure, but
the best division in the AFC right
I mean,
now. would
to
be
my
the
point, you
AFC
guys
South.
have Miami this week. Like,
Oh, yeah, but they could beat us. I like the AFC. If you're asking me what the best division in the AFC is, the South, and in the NFC, I think it's the East.
It's the AFC West.
Toughest division.
All right. So there's
Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. It's the same. You used to tell me Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. It sounds just like Seattle Rams, San Fran.
well, and I of course I'm gonna say no one, no one's gonna pick the West Coast. Of course, they couldn't possibly be the best division in football. They're not covered by
They're
anybody.
not covered.
Nobody
Yeah.
fucking knows anything about it. It's annoying to me. That's my point. All right. Week 9, Thursday night football, Baltimore, Miami. What the fuck, guys? Frankie, you picked Miami.
I felt bad for him.
I feel bad for them on a weekly basis, and I picked them once, and I made that mistake. Um, did you know? Did you? We knew that Jackson was going to be playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Actually, no, I didn't think he was playing up until it was like a very short time before kickoff that it was decided he was playing.
Okay, let me counter it for you then. You knew Tua was playing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I felt bad for him and picked them at home. Thought they'd win. They got killed. That's all I got to say about that game.
Yeah, isn't it weird that Miami's scoring has gone 6, 34, 6? Who is this team, guys?
They suck.
They do suck. And I never know if it's going to be a game where they score or a game where they don't. It's so weird to me how this whole thing is playing out with Miami. They fired their GM, not the coach,
Yeah. Weird.
because I remember I was like, we're all like, he's going to get fired. And then the next day I text you guys, I was like, and the Miami let's go of ... Next text, their GM.
Yeah.
And Mike McDaniel keeps his job.
Let's
You know
face
what-
it. Let's face it. Miami's a lost cause. They're a lost cause like the Jets. They're a small portion of the teams in the league right now that you know definitely are not going to make the postseason and most likely are going to get great draft picks, and you won't hear anything about them until next year. It's just they're in that category.
Yeah, Jets are bad.
They're done.
Let you
Wrote
get
them off.
the last. We both picked Baltimore.
Yeah. This game to me wasn't about Miami. It was about Baltimore and what they needed to do to get back into the conversation that I know they're going to be in at the end, which is the playoffs. And that was just the one of many in a row here that I think Baltimore's going to string together.
See, I was waiting for you because you said, I think you might even said this on the show last week that Baltimore is about to go new.
To the moon.
Frankie's like, no, I don't fucking think so. And he said that on the show last week.
Frankie, it's entertaining. Let me put it to you this way. It's entertaining to have the Baltimore Ravens in the mix.
Okay.
True or false?
I like good football.
Thank you.
This is,
Frankie likes good football. That's why he really
there,
like.
nowhere did I say I agree with you. I just like good football.
He also liked Cincinnati.
Mm.
Both guys liked Cincinnati to beat Chicago. And holy shit, dude. This game was awesome, man. I
Go
don't
for
care who you
Frankie.
are. This game had like 7 lead changes in it.
Yeah, no tackling.
They were just like punch, punch, punch. And then I was like, shit, Cincinnati wins it. And there's like 28 seconds left or some shit. And of course, we all saw what happened. And I was like, yes. Because I, of course, picked the Bears and you guys didn't.
You're so funny.
That was a good one. Flacco
great.
throws for 500 yards and loses.
And
It's the only
we,
shit you can talk.
yeah, I don't get many opportunities, so please don't try to take this one from me. 42-47, guys.
89.
How do you put up 42 points and lose?
Get Joe Flacco.
Jeez.
I still like him.
Jeez. Yeah, dude. That
He's a man.
that plug and play shit. I don't even, dude. Joe Flacco's going to get you yards. He's going to get you up and down the field, but he can't play defense.
Can't play D.
All right. Chicago wins 47-42.
Good for them.
Dude, this
How do they score 47 points and Roma Dunze doesn't have a reception?
Yeah, what the hell?
That's part of sports entertainment.
That's you know what that means. I got to go against him next week in fantasy. I am shot.
It's all part of the script, dude.
It's all part of the script.
He
2
can't tell
TDs
you
this week at
because
least.
He signed his agreement or whatever. He can't.
Either that or he blows his Achilles.
But
Oof.
all right, this is. I don't even know how to begin to approach Detroit, Minnesota.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
We all picked Detroit. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
We were also spent like half an hour talking about Russell Wilson being traded to Minnesota. And now we realize that was a wasted half an hour. Did you call this a trap game?
I sure did.
Then why did you pick Detroit?
Because I said Detroit should win, but this could be a trap game. They lost.
27-24 is the final. Why did they lose?
Well,
McCarthy's good.
yeah.
Maybe.
The numbers don't say that.
Maybe.
The numbers do not reflect that at all. Yeah, I need another week at least. Detroit, they need to like go and I was gonna say lick their wounds, but it's more than wounds. It's
Gotta go bite a kneecap.
They're a good team, Detroit.
embarrassing though.
That's what they are. They're a good team.
They were at home, guy.
Was that part
they
of the
were.
sports entertainment? That's why they lost?
They remind me of the Bills.
Oh, Jesus. There you go.
They remind you of the Bills.
Good team.
I mean, there's a lot of similarities, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There are. The Lions have never had the kind of success that the Bills had in the 90s. But over the last 2 decades, they've been very similar teams. In the fact that they've gotten close to the mountaintop, but they haven't, and they've been expected to be at the top of the mountain. They just haven't quite gotten there yet. Oh, Frankie says, "Fuck this! I'm out of here."
Oh, nice.
I wonder what that's going to
Whoops.
do.
Glitch.
All
Glitch
That's-
was fixed. Sports entertainment.
All right, let's move on. Detroit should have won that game. They did not win. And
Fire the coach.
another head scratcher, Carolina at Green Bay.
Oh, I take
Let
back
me
everything I
repeat
said.
that. Carolina at Green Bay. We all picked Green Bay. Why wouldn't we? But I also have always been curious and almost supportive of Bryce Young in the role of quarterback with Carolina. And I've been met with challenges. I argued with Ben over text message. He says Carolina's a terrible team still. And I said, I don't know how you can say that when they just beat who you thought was going to be in the Super Bowl. So, in their building. Guys, what happened here? Go ahead,
They had a
Frank.
better game plan. They had a better game plan.
I mean, I don't dispute that, but is that all it takes to beat Green Bay with no matter who is on your roster?
Apparently.
Because rosters, they don't look the same.
No. But Carolina had a better game plan, and Green Bay obviously played down to them.
This is something we talk about a lot.
Carolina. What? I could be
down.
Carolina, right?
Seeing if you go into the game with that attitude, you might take a play off. And I think we're kind of working through our own progression here, guys, in that injuries, right? If you're going 2,000%, you risk getting hurt. But if you're like, oh, it's just Carolina, I can go 1,800%, 2,000. You know, maybe that's what results in what looks to us like they're playing down. Any logic in that, Tio?
Oh, they stopped giving the ball to Chuba Hubbard and they gave it to Rico Dowdle. They put they put the ball in the hands of their playmakers. They got their butts whooped the week before. They put their heads together and they said, we're a pretty good team. Let's go out and show people. And that's what I think happened. I think it was the whooping they took the week before that said, hey, let's come out here and let's show them something.
Yeah, and it was 16-13. This is just good defense.
Good defense. Carolina football, really. You're running the ball, you're making plays, you're not turning it over, and you're playing defense.
All right.
Wow.
How? I don't know how, because
No, I said
called
pow.
them. I called them pretenders, and I just want to apologize for that because week before I didn't think they were this good.
Keep pounding. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, Carolina.
Yeah,
you're going to turn me into a fan because I don't hate Bryce Young. I think he's very talented. I think they can do way worse.
Yeah, if they need a replacement at the University of Buffalo, he'd be perfect.
I think he's a good quarterback. I think I think he's an all right quarterback. He can do way worse than Bryce Young. That's 100% sure.
Well, and Frankie, at least his hair's short. I mean,
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
right? All right.
Yeah. I don't have the
Dude,
locks.
another banger. Denver at Houston.
Yep.
Dude, does Houston win this game
It's so close.
if CJ Stroud doesn't get hurt?
Yes.
I
That
have
was so close.
I have to say he looked elite before he went out in this game.
He's hot and cold, too.
But then you got Bo next, dude.
Big Bo. You didn't know?
I think T.O. you did pick Houston, and I laughed at you. And I'm not going to apologize, but
Well, I was wrong. I'm very good at getting the game flow correct. The scores, the team that wins, not so much.
yeah,
But I did have it pretty good.
I was certainly like halfway shitting my pants, going, we can't let T.O. get this right.
Yeah, fuck him.
I wanted this one, and I wanted that Atlanta game.
Yeah, that's next up. Houston at Atlanta at New England. You had Atlanta. I think I laughed at you a bunch. You got like 5 in a row wrong.
I did.
That's okay because you're still 500 on the week. Frankie won the week.
What was it?
You were 9-5 this week,
I did.
and I was 8-6. But since T.O. joined late in the year, we're going to go on percentage. Right now he's at 50%. You're at 58%, and I'm at 65%. So I'll still give our weekly, whatever we did, but then we'll move to percentage just because to make it fair. He's never going to catch us otherwise, especially at 500.
Yes.
I just find it weird that there was no magnets in any of these games.
Whether there was.
I don't know. There might. I mean,
There might have been.
Just watch closely. You watch Red Zone. They're not going to show it there. You got to watch closely. You got to watch those clips of the game that they don't really show. You know what I'm saying? The ones that make you go, what the hell just happened there? And then they move on. You know what I'm talking about. People who actually watch the games.
So
Not going to see it on Red Zone. The ball won't go off his glove.
I really want to. We don't have time to do it, but I really want to go like the depth of what would have to happen for this to be true. Like the people that put up the goalposts, they would have to sign. I mean, how many? At some point, like 100,000 people are signed NDAs that they're not going to talk about the fucking magnets.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to make a point about this. We know a fella who that got a job as an usher at the Bills games. He was going to be an usher. Oh, this is my ticket. Your seat's down there. And he signed some sort of agreement that he wasn't allowed to talk about football at all with anybody. That's what he claimed. I'm like, dude, you're a ticket usher. You can do whatever you want. You're making 18 cents an hour. You go to the games for free, and you tell people where their seats are, and you can't talk about football. Give me a break.
What do you think they do to the people who make millions?
Give me a break.
Like in a weird way, Frankie, you're like making T.O.'s.
Exactly.
No.
The more you know,
no.
the
My point is this: is don't tell me that he doesn't go and talk football with people when he gets home in the privacy of his home. Everybody talks about it. It doesn't matter. These football players are told to ignore certain things, not say certain things, not engage in certain things, but they do. They're 20-something-year-old kids with gazillion dollars, and they beat the hell out of themselves, so they go out and do everything that they're told not to do.
The rumor
And a lot of it
somewhere.
is talking.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. They told Deshaun Watson to use a male masseuse.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it.
And
All
the
right.
first girl said, no, you shouldn't have went to the next 50.
Let's talk about this New England Atlanta team. You guys, New England is becoming dangerously
I'm
close.
getting sick of New England.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys have got to be. This is your, like, Rams for you.
Yeah.
I really just. I look at the Rams and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. And then you guys are staring at the same thing. And
But-
I like it because you haven't had that in years. Since Brady left, you guys have been like,
Coasting.
yeah, too comfortable. Like, quite frankly, it's made you assholes. So, welcome to the club. You guys now have a Rams on your...
Wait a second. I'm not the least bit worried about New England. I'm just sick of them. Oh, the resurgence and Drake May and Mike Vrabel with the weird eye. Give me a
They
break.
already beat you at home.
It doesn't matter. They're not. They're not. They're having some good bounces their way. They're playing some good football, but they're not. They're not even close to where everyone's saying they are. They're just not.
All right. Hold that thought. Tio, you're watching this this complete lack of humility going on down here. Do you want to maybe shove something else up his nose?
A lot of disrespect you're throwing at the AFC East leader right now, aren't you?
Here's what
I
I want to give you your time, but here's what I feel like, guys. I feel like I'm watching Frankie cook a turd sandwich that T.O.'s never going to eat. The only one that's going to end up eating this turd sandwich that you're making, Frankie, is you.
Yeah.
I think T.O. knows that, and he's
You
kind of
can't.
like,
You can't
I'm not
beat
going
him.
to talk shit on this team until we put them down.
We are going to put them down.
Sure. I wish we would have put him down already. We didn't.
Well.
We got to play him again. The season does get tougher as we go on. Hopefully, we start proving to the league who we are. Who are we, anyways? I'm going to ask you, because who are the Buffalo Bills? James
You're
Cook, correct?
You're a
Hey,
damn
hey,
good team.
I mean, we control the line of scrimmage in most games, and when we don't, those are the ones we can't win, correct?
You guys have a three-way threat at quarterback that I've never seen the likes of before. And I think everyone loves Patrick Mahomes. I'm taking Josh Allen 10 times out of 10 over Mahomes. And that includes knowing that he's won 3 Super Bowls, whatever.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
don't-
me too.
I'm taking Josh Allen. I just think he's a better quarterback. I look at, and you guys might not want to hear this, but I think Andy Reid's. I mean, the Chiefs have the coaching advantage. They have the roster advantage overall. If Josh Allen was on Kansas City, they're not ever losing a game. They're not ever losing in a game. That's just the way I feel about it.
Quite possible.
So yeah, but since we're talking about New England and getting ready to move on, you can't just be like, I'm imagining myself knowing that we've got to play the Rams 2 more times, and if I'm like, I ain't even worried about the Rams, and then I watch them whoop our asses twice, I'm going to be eating this shit sandwich that Frankie's making.
Yeah, because
I don't want
if they do beat you twice, it's very hard to beat the same team 3 times in the same season.
And
Remember that.
they did it to us with
They did.
with Mark Bulger.
See, I feel like you guys are the New England because you got Drake. They have Drake May. You guys got Darnold, and we got who we got, and they got Stafford. Who's I don't like to bet against Stafford.
He should cut his hair. It's way too gray.
Oh, shush! I just don't like betting against that guy. He's got a lot of grit, a lot of toughness.
A lot of gray hair.
He's a football player, and it's tough to bet against that guy.
Agreed. All right. So Atlanta, I still like them.
Who knows?
I like them. I like that they hung in there. They lost. San Francisco at New York Giants. I'm an asshole for picking the Giants. What the fuck I was thinking. Actually, I do. I was thinking I hate the fucking 49ers. That's what I was thinking. You guys both knew better, and it was a 10-point blowout. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Any thoughts?
No.
Good, because I really want to stop talking about San Francisco. All right. Indianapolis at Pittsburgh. Again, I'm the asshole for picking Indianapolis. You guys both picked Pittsburgh. Why?
I'm smart.
We meant to have a complete lapse the week before.
Oh, I said they were going to win this game on defense. I said they were going to commit a lot of turnovers with Danny Dimes because of them getting called out by the fans, and Steeler Nation isn't having that. J.J. Watt isn't having that. Isn't going to have that. T.J. Watt, whatever Watt it is. What's going on? That's all I kept thinking about when that game was going. What's going on? I mean, every time you turn around, Danny Dimes is fumbling or throwing a pick just like old days.
All right, that brings me to my point that I want to ask Frankie. Frankie, is this the beginning of the regression of Daniel Jones?
It's not good. The way they've been playing and the way Pittsburgh hasn't been playing, on paper, up to this point, 7-1 going into Pittsburgh, they should have had no problems beating Pittsburgh. Danny Dimes should have been able to slice up that so-called overpaid, highest-paid defense in the league, no problem. That hasn't been performing, but they didn't. So that means that they have vulnerabilities, that they do have mistakes that are made. And I see this potentially, yeah. I mean, who do they play this upcoming week, or is Indiana by this week?
We'll get there, because it's a tough one.
So, yeah. So who's to say? This could be the beginning of a losing streak, perhaps, that pushes them down in the standings. Sure, definitely.
You know what pisses me off about this game?
What?
You got 3 cracks if you're Pittsburgh Steelers on the 2-yard line, and that asshole wants to throw the ball every down. And I like Rodgers. But you're playing Steeler football. You're ready to control the game. You go down the field with your run game and you call 3 pass plays from the 2-yard line. What are you doing? And I'm sure that pissed a lot of Steelers fans off because you want to run that ball right in there and take control of this game. I don't know. It was just one thought I wrote down during that game because it's
sports entertainment, and their running back's my running back for fantasy, so they couldn't give you the points. See, yeah, maybe you are making some sense. Maybe you are wet.
Todd got a little hot under the collar there.
It did because it's Steelers football. Pound the ball.
Pound
the ball
hard.
That'll open up your little Aaron Rodgers crap later on in the season where you can throw that little slant to Metcalf. Greatest play in football.
Take a drink of water, buddy.
I should. Getting a little parched.
I saw like some steam coming out of the top. Coming out the top of the dome there.
We hit his one and only little nerve. It's like when he cut his little mole off with a pair of toenail clippers.
Run the ball.
Woo.
How dare you throw the ball 3 times in a row with a
you son of a bitch
quarterback? Huh?
I'm sure a lot of people don't even know what I'm talking about, but Steelers Nation does.
No, yeah, they definitely do. All right. Pittsburgh won 27-20. What are you going to do? They're at home for the
when they come for you.
They showed up.
What are they going to do? Run the ball and play good defense. Have that quarterback go 18 of 19 with 2 touchdowns.
All right. We all picked the Chargers against Tennessee at Tennessee. Closer game than we thought, though. 27-20. I still am not impressed at all with this Chargers team. They should be way better. T.O., thoughts?
Oh, they would be way better, but Joe Alt keeps getting hurt. Every time we see Joe Alt in the game, they're running the ball like crazy. The minute he gets hurt, goes downhill, and now he's out for the season. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of the Chargers.
They know what to do.
But they keep winning.
Are you ready to call Cam Ward a bust, Frankie?
Cam Ward is a bust. The whole organization in Tennessee is a bust. The interim coach, who is he? And then secondly, Justin Herbert is not that great of a quarterback. I've been saying that since day one. He's not. Yeah, they won, but barely, and they had a hard time winning that game. When you're playing Houston, or I'm sorry, excuse me, Tennessee, who is 1-8 now, why are you struggling? Why is Cam Ward, who sucked all the way up to this point, coach firing, everything, a complete collapse of organizational whatever there in Tennessee? Why is he having a hard time? Josh Allen would have sliced and diced.
I have a couple things to bring up to you.
So yeah, it makes me mad.
They put up 27 points. That's better than average.
Okay.
Again, Herbert can't play defense.
Huh.
Right? So let me ask you this. Was Phillip Rivers a good quarterback?
I say he was average, a little above average. I never thought he was that amazing either.
All right. And I'm going to throw this out there. Obviously, Matt Stafford has moved to the Rams and won a Super Bowl. But when he was with Detroit, would you say that he was not a good quarterback?
He was an above average quarterback when he played in Detroit because he played better than he played his heart out, and he played better than half the teams that he was playing with.
Why didn't
he was the guy aside from any of the couple of playmakers they had?
Yeah, but why didn't they win?
Because it's Detroit at the time.
I'm going to say the same thing about the Chargers.
Justin Herbert is a top 7 quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
pure passer.
I would take him on my team. I would take him over Darnold.
Yeah, I take him. I put him at 7th almost. Is where I want to throw him in the league.
I can't imagine him throwing to JSN. Holy shit, dude.
Phew.
All right. Anyway, we could talk about this all day.
That guy's not even fast. That's what surprises me. JSN he's just so quick and smooth and like.
He's everything that I'm not.
Yeah, quick and smooth.
Rich, black, intelligent, young. Just name it. We're the complete opposites. The only thing that we have in common is the shit on our chests and our heads. All right, guys. Let's talk about the New Orleans Saints at the Rams. But let's talk about it very briefly because no one gives a shit, especially me. Rams, we all picked them. It was the slaughterhouse, 34-10. Any thoughts?
No.
T.O., did they do anything to make you mad during this game?
Not at all. I feel like it was a very...
That's too bad.
Easy win. They should have shut him out. They gave up, though, a little bit and started playing a little lackadaisical.
I like it when you get upset. All right, here's the thing. Let's move on. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they went into Sin City this week, and they played against the Raiders. T.O., we picked the Raiders. Are we picking the Raiders ever again?
To me, that's a victory for the Raiders right there last week. That's what I like to see.
28, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry, 29-30, right? So,
yes.
Is this a game where the magnets came into play? By chance?
Quite. It could have. I don't have enough knowledge. I didn't watch the end of it to be quite honest.
I was going to say, I'm going to be honest with our public. This game is so fucking boring that I didn't watch it at all. Tyler Lockett comes to town to join Pete Carroll at the senior center, which is Sin City has turned into the Seattle Seahawks retirement home, basically.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't mention about Tyler Lockett, this is why the Seahawks let him go. He became terrified of contact. He's still a great receiver, but he's not going to get you yards after catch. He catches the ball, and he goes down before contact.
Yep.
Stephon Diggs typically does that too, though.
Yeah, well, look how he's bouncing around too, right? But he's younger than Tyler Lockett too, still. people aren't going to appreciate that about him. So the Raiders suck. The Jaguars, I mean, Frankie made it feel like it was a bold choice to pick them last week. But really, he just wanted to say locks of love, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe if he sprayed his hair with water like the WWE wrestlers did, and like that Clay Matthews used to do on the Packers, and make it somewhat gritty and cool, then maybe I'd go for it. But the flowing, like hair, conditioner commercial style flow, that's what bothers me most about his hair. At least make it look greasy, nappy, and tough, like Triple H did in the WWE.
No wonder why you love Palomalo.
Uh-huh.
That flowing hair.
You didn't have flowing hair.
Yeah, he did.
I don't
Palomalo?
think any of us get to give styling advice on hair.
He's a beautician.
Palomalu?
Frankie J.
I'm a realist.
All right.
I'm what people want. People want to hear what I have to say.
Let's talk about your
polarizing-
game, guys, because I gave you a lot of shit about this game. And now I'm going to have to eat the shit sandwich that I made
Get
last.
ready.
Okay, I maybe made a bigger deal of this game than it needed to be, but I wanted to put some sense of urgency under your butts. And you certainly would be feeling that had you lost. But I never felt this game was in danger for you guys at all. Even when I saw Bosa
Not until that.
turn tail and honor his agreement that he signed.
That 17 seconds worried me.
Maybe when he touched his head, it activated the magnets in his feet. And
I mean, maybe he's already got CTE.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, he probably does.
Maybe we didn't see it.
Who knows?
Maybe that actually didn't really happen. He wasn't running free to the quarterback.
I mean, my jaw was. I saw that. I was like,
And then the fact that they didn't show the replay of that over and over and over and over and over again, like they usually do on every other meaningless play, is more skeptical. to
here's
me.
the thing
Like,
I will say, and then I'll let you guys argue with each other about it because that's just fun for me. Kansas City played a horrible game, and they still were a Hail Mary away from tying it. So problems still exist in Buffalo. You guys work it out between the two of you. I'll let Tio go first since he's still the new guy.
Well, I knew this wasn't going to be the 48-40 score that you predicted because of two things. One, both teams can run the ball really well, and they like to. So possessions were going to be at a minimum. That's why I thought the game would be somewhere around 28-25 or whatever it was. I said 27-24. So that was my take. If we lost this game, I'd feel pretty shitty. Since we won this game, I don't feel any different. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't change my mind that we're not going to see them again later and have to do it again. And I don't want to sound like a downer, but prove it to me this time. I promised somebody that I wouldn't praise Mahomes anymore if the Bills won this game. So I'm trying my best not to do that.
Hold on though. If the person that you promised is Frankie J,
No, it wasn't.
I was like, "Fuck your promise."
No, yeah, it was a little
go ahead,
girl.
Rick.
One of my daughters.
Frank, you as soon as he's
Right.
done, you go.
You gotta stop. You can't talk about Mahomes. I said I won't if they win. So I'm keeping my end of the bargain here. But I'm worried about them later on in the season because I know we're going to see them. If we don't, hey, free ride to the freaking Super Bowl. But that's a team that's going to stop us.
Go ahead, Frankie.
I'm looking at this play right now, and this is bullshit. Okay, because Joey Bosa was running, but Pat Mahomes was about 12 yards back from him, turned to look like he was going to go run. That's when Bosa backed off because it looked like he was going to run or pass the ball.
Follow
So
him.
he was going to try to play the ball or the play. So even if Bosa books, and he wouldn't have caught up with him anyways. So the play, Bosa did what he should have done in that play.
No, wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Put your hands in the air. How about that?
I'll
Even
show
that
you the
would've been
play right
great.
now. I'll put it up to the screen. There's 12 yards between him and Mahomes.
12
He
yards.
wouldn't have caught him. Even if he had dead rights, Mahomes would have just juked to the left, and Bosa will look like an asshole anyways.
We won anyways.
Well, yeah, so whatever. That play was not fixed. So I'm done.
Man,
Hey,
I've seen 12 yards being.
I'd say
That's
yes.
Bosa's an athlete. He
This
can
can't
cover
be
12
it.
yards in 4 steps like a Sasquatch.
This can't
He'd
be.
be up. He'd be up that guy's ass in 2 seconds. All he had to do was put his hands in the air. The game's over. Instead, it looks like he's never played football in his life. He turns his head and he goes and puts himself against another player. And you said, "Great play,
We
great
did
play,
treat
Bosa,
another player like a support animal.
great play."
Listen,
No, it
man.
isn't. It's not a good play. It looks like the fakest play in life.
Okay.
No one would do that. No one. Pee-wee football, college football, any football. Nobody does that. That's what worries me about the integrity of the sport.
I'm watching the play over now.
You can watch it over and over and over again. Nobody stops there, dude. No one. No one.
Okay.
He's already made up his mind. I'm going after him. Then all of a sudden, nope, I'm going to put myself against this guy. For what?
Dude, I feel like
It's what it is.
Here's what you know what? We could go on like this forever. So I will cap this now by saying, here's what it looked like to me. It looked like he's like, I'm gonna make the play of my life, and then he sharded halfway through it, and he's like, oh, gotta pull up.
And we'll see more of these plays. You'll see them every week. Just look for them.
Make sure that you point them out.
I will. I'll send them to you.
Apparently,
and then-
you have a guy that you're following that does this for
Hey.
every week.
There's a few people who look at
I
it.
watched half those plays. I was like,
Yeah,
there's
I know.
There's nothing here.
There's a few. What you'll notice is the
yeah,
poor,
I mean, but
poor
when you're
tackling
trying to
is what
find
you'll
10
notice.
every week, you're not going to fucking find 10.
Yeah.
You can make some shit up. I get it. All right. You guys were right. I was wrong. I punched myself in the balls. Let's move
Do
on.
it. Do it on camera.
No. My balls have magnets in it. Okay. So, Seattle at Washington, Sunday Night Football. Guys, Frankie was texting
Boring.
that, I mean, not for me. I mean,
Oh, what? You didn't know what was going on? You're like, what? What's
I
going
was
on?
totally kidding. I was like, obviously,
I'm like, how's this asshole not know what's going on? It's his team, and they're absolutely crushing them. And he's like, oh, I didn't even know what was going on.
3 touchdowns, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm like, yeah.
Of
I
course,
could have jumped on a plane that wasn't shut down. I would have come out and turned your
I would
TV
watch.
off for you.
Yeah, dude. Sam Darnold looked unbelievable
MVP.
half of that game. I'm never going to be the one to put our guys in those conversations like JSN's the best receiver in the NFL, which I'm magically hearing people say now, and I'm like, you didn't even know his fucking name 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about? And then Sam Darnold's a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. I'm like, I'm still on the. I mean, I realize we have more than a year and a half now where he's been elite, really, with the exception of 2 games. But I'm riding the TO method, and I'm just gonna watch it play out. I'm not gonna make any proclamations. I'm here for the ride, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I honestly, as much as I get annoyed about no one talking about the Seahawks, kind of glad I don't have that pressure of like everybody expecting us to win.
I talk about him every week, James, and how nasty.
Oh yeah,
they
like Buffalo, you guys are on everyone's lips. You guys have pressure on you. Our guys are just going out there and winning, and then what about the Seahawks? And then everybody's still like, next. You know, it's like I get that it's not sexy to talk about because it's not a densely populated area, but I don't know. I'm quite cozy where we're at. I'm sad that we're playing Arizona this week without Mario. I mean, not even going to
You're
be fun to watch. I don't think.
6-2, 3-5. I think you're going to
All
be
right, let's
fine, but we'll
close out
talk
week
about that.
nine because I
Yeah.
I want to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good discussion to be had, and we got time to do it. So we got Arizona at Dallas. You guys both picked Dallas. Ha 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 ha. Dummies. Um,
Weird.
they need defense, guys, and like I said, they made a couple of good moves, but they lost 27-17. And again, it was weird that it was the NFC West that put a blowout, and this is not a good Arizona team. Uh, I'm not using that to make this proclamation. I I picked them because I don't even know why I picked. I think I picked them because you guys both picked Dallas. If I'm being honest, I think I even said that. Um,
Stupid.
thank you.
No
Um,
rules.
and then we had buys for Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa. All right, week 10. Yes, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as I can count, by the way.
I've been learning from Mary. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco,
That
seis,
was Russian, right?
ocho,
Cuatro,
nueve.
cinco, seis.
Yes, diez. Diez. Hey, diez. Muy bien, gracias. Let's go.
Closed caption for the hearing impaired. All right, you got week 10. You've got this is just fun because it's a classic rivalry and it's going to be a disaster and it's a game that we can actually watch because it's the only game. The Raiders go into Denver on
Hmm.
Thursday night
Hmm.
football. What do we expect here, Frankie?
What do I expect?
What
I
do you,
expect Vegas to go in there and do the right thing and lose.
why is that the right thing? Because they're
Because why not? Why?
cheap.
What's there to win for? I mean, you're already done. You're horrible. You're 2-6. You still got a bye week coming up. Which what's that going to do? Nothing. You suck. You might as well just tank the rest of the year. Build try to build some morale and maybe build something a little bit culturally around the Pete Carroll. If Pete Carroll's going to be back next year, which I'm certain he will be, and eat it because you're not gonna stand up to Denver right now. You're just not. It's the same division, and Denver's got a nasty defense. Geno Smith ain't going to do shit. So obviously, I got Denver.
All right, I'm with Frankie on this. I'm going Denver. To, are we right or here's the thing. You can still pick Denver, but make a case for for
Eh,
Las Vegas being able to make this a game.
It's going to be 31-20. I'm going to be Brock Bowers is was the missing piece, and that's why the Raiders were looking like garbage. Now that he's back, frees up Genty. Genty, we know can catch passes. They're going to score some points, even though Denver's defense is tough. I'm going 31-20, Denver.
All right. We're all three on Denver. All right, this one's interesting, guys. We know what Atlanta's capable of, but I feel like they just haven't done it on a consistent basis yet. And they're going into Indianapolis, who's licking their wounds. And I asked the question in week 9 recap show if this is the regression into the old Daniel Jones. Not Danny Dimes anymore, but actually Daniel Jones. T.O., tell me what you expect to see in this Atlanta going to Indianapolis.
I'm going to
Plenty
take
of
Indian. I'm
magnets.
taking Indianapolis. I want to see the regression of Danny Dimes. I do like Atlanta as a team. I really want to see Atlanta do well, but I think Indianapolis wins this game. They get back to good defense. Danny Dimes does better. And Atlanta, I just never know what to expect. It wouldn't surprise me if Atlanta wins, but I'm going to take Indy.
All right, Frankie, they got Sauce Gardner now, which I think you think doesn't make any difference.
Nope.
Does Atlanta have a shot?
Yes.
Are you going to pick them?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
I like it.
Good.
Good.
I like it because I think you're wrong, but go ahead and tell me why you're right.
I'm right because they got Drake London. Penix will have a good week, maybe. Bijan Robinson has a good chance of slicing up that defense, and Gardner's new. He's not. What's Gardner going to do? They're going to have a very limited playbook for him. He's going to adjust in 4 days. No. So I like Indy to go on a winning, like a losing streak right now. Maybe at least 2 games. Buffalo dropped 2 in a row, so is Indy.
You know
They're not
what?
invincible.
Here's the thing. You're wrong, but I appreciate you sticking to your desperation in Indianapolis.
I mean, I did get the win last week on wins and losses.
You know what? You sure did. And
There you go. I'm
all
talking
them
shit.
desperate, and this tracks. If you're losing to Atlanta at this point, you're desperate as a 7-2 team. So I like the consistency. I like the consistency of being wrong more than I like anything about this. But the game's still got to be played, right?
Wow.
All right,
I can't wait.
dude. New Orleans at Carolina, guys.
Sweet.
Let's just pick this one. and move
Taysom
on.
Hill.
Taysom Hill. He was disruptive in the last game. Go ahead, Frankie. Pick it.
Wait, who?
Carolina versus New
Well,
Orleans.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to take Carolina at home. Why wouldn't I do that?
Because
Wow.
Taysom Hill, obviously.
I'm
Show.
taking Carolina at home.
Take show.
You're taking New Orleans.
Teal,
Nah.
give me a score on this game.
Yeah, you weirdo.
Okay. Hold on.
He's closing his eyes. Look at him.
26-6.
26-6.
Are you writing this down, James?
No.
Yeah.
Because I...
26-6 Carolina.
So weird.
Yeah, I know. Could be 13.
26-6. He's not even giving him a tutty.
No.
Who's on this Carolina defense that you're so confident in?
It's not that. It's who's on the other team's offense.
They'll have Olave and Kamara.
Kamara is quitting. He's made it pretty apparent the last 3 weeks when he gets 6 carries.
Guys, I filled my sheet out before this. And
He's.
Carolina.
I said this weeks ago because Jeff has him on his fantasy team, and I said the guy, his days are done. The team's
know.
going to go down the down the tubes. They're going to play for draft picks, and they're going to start either selling their team or sitting their guys. And he's a guy who's not going to play if it doesn't matter.
All right.
You could tell by his teeth.
So let's.
Whoa! Are we going into the appearance thing? Are we... See how it happens?
Yeah, you could tell
Not
by his gold
completely
teeth.
off.
He
Okay.
ain't going to play if the game doesn't matter.
So you're picking who?
Carolina.
Oh. Amen.
6-6.
Sexy pick, buddy.
He's going to be. If he doesn't get that exact score, he doesn't get it.
Yeah. Loser.
All right.
Fucking
Now we have to be under. You can't be over. It's Price is Right.
You're a poop smear.
You're a
Rico Dowdle.
Speaking of poop smear, New York Giants go to Chicago.
Oh, my God.
Dude, this is all right. I'm gonna let you go, Frankie, because you're like, oh my god, oh my god.
Just Chicago at home.
Do you hate them?
I don't hate them, no. I
Are
like
they
Tremaine
horrible?
Edmonds. Chicago at home.
Does anyone even care?
No.
Not really about, no.
Dable fired at the end of the year.
For a second, I'm like New York Giants at Chicago. And you're like,
It's just,
It's a Roma Doomsday game. Giants can't cover anybody on the outside. He didn't catch any passes last week.
so who do you got? Who do you got, Tio?
Chicago.
Chicago.
it would have been awesome if you would have said Giants.
I'm not saying the Giants. I
yeah.
love Dart, but I'm not taking the Giants.
Yeah,
Dude,
dunk the fart.
they're just too beat up, dude. If they had Malik Neighbors and Scattaboo,
Scared.
I'm probably picking the Giants.
There
But
might have.
Frankie's been riding the Giants based on Dable needing to keep his job. And I'm just wondering, I mean, he also has been S-ing the D of Ben Johnson.
He's going to keep his job because he's got a rookie quarterback and that buys you a year.
And he's good with quarterbacks. He knows how to groom them.
Well, they had, never mind. All right. So we're all picking Chicago. Is that what
Yes.
is that what we're
Reluctantly.
Next.
Look, guys, I would not be surprised if the Giants win. They're just one of those teams that I never know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Where
never
are they playing? MetLife?
no,
Yep.
it's in Soldier.
All right, good. We shouldn't see any injuries then.
It's going to be windy.
I wouldn't make the claim that Soldier Field's a great field either.
It is. It's grass.
Actually, they have one of the worst playing surfaces in the league.
Yeah.
Mr. Lawn Boy.
Death Life is.
I thought Washington had the worst field.
No, we're talking natural grass versus turf.
Oh, yeah, I'm
They have
pretty sure.
natural grass, and it's one of the worst fields in the league. Look it up, buddy.
Well, it might be, but it's not for injuries.
Okay.
The playing surface might get beat up, but it's still way
All
safer
right.
to play on grass than turf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Death Life.
Okay.
Guys, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about the guys watching this or the gals watching this. Sorry,
Everybody.
inclusive. This is hell. This is NFL.
So,
You are watching NFL. All right, this is another division matchup, guys. We got Jacksonville at Houston. I think they ruled out C.J. Stroud already,
Yeah.
but don't forget, Travis Hunter is hurt. They're both, I mean, they're in the same division. This is probably going to determine maybe who takes the next step in the division. Tio, who do you see in this game?
Defensive battle. Give me Jacksonville just because ETN, and I think Jacksonville might be able to run it a little bit better than Houston can.
Who's Houston's backup quarterback?
Mills.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him for a while.
He could funnel the ball to Nico Collins, which is what they should have been doing anyways. It could be. We'll see what happens. But this is a real hard game to call.
It really is. And I think before I let Frankie go, when I saw Houston up close and personal, Stroud was missing passes. He was overthrowing, underthrowing. Of course, they went on the next couple weeks. He looked really good. So I don't know if Mills, dude, he's been with that team for a long time.
yeah, but he's been a backup the whole time.
He's been there through all these changes, and
And they have a good defense.
they have a great defense.
Yep.
So, Frankie?
Oh, I just want to go back real quick. Indy and Atlanta.
We don't do that here.
Just listen. Shut up for 1 second. Indy and Atlanta are playing in Berlin, so it's a home game for Indy, but it's in Berlin, so that's another reason why I picked them to lose. It's not really a home game for them. So
It's one of those weird ones, too, at 9 a.m.
stupid. Anyways, go ahead.
Because I'm going to be awake, and I'll be able to watch football 4 hours earlier than normal.
Okay.
You know.
We got
nights.
lots of love, or
I got lots of love.
you guys are both riding the Jacks, huh?
Check it off.
I don't want to.
Both.
I like
Oh,
ETN.
here's what's going to happen. Houston's going to be up by 6, and Jacksonville's going to take it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and then they're going to fucking throw 3 times in a row and not get it.
The Aaron Rodgers effect.
Yeah. And then T.O.'s going to have steam coming out of his head again.
Yeah, I would.
Fucking
Oh,
man.
I'm going Houston.
especially if they throw it to a backup tight end.
I had Houston before I knew they were pulling Stroud, but I'm gonna stick with it, and I'm sticking with it because both of you Jack Wagons picked Jacksonville. All right, this is a no-brainer, guys. I got Buffalo whopping up on Miami in Miami. Frankie said earlier that they could win, but we both know that he was just sniffing glue when he said that. Frankie, what do you really think?
I think Buffalo. They're on their move now. They're on their way to the playoffs and the Super Bowl. They had their 2 losses. They had their bye week. They got right mentally, spiritually, or whatever the hell they had to do. He's smiling. Josh is smiling again because his grandma told him to. And it's, yeah. Oh my God, the Bills are going to win this one comfortably.
I saw steam come off his head.
It's going to be a great post game report by Mike, the capri pant wearing weirdo. And if you didn't take notice, he kind of toned down on the glasses he was wearing this past game. He toned them down from the Elvis Presley ones to just regular aviators. So I think slowly but surely he's starting to understand the fact that he looks like a complete fucking idiot anyways. So you might as well tone it down to save face. Buffalo over Miami. Huge.
You know what? I totally did not realize what the fucking coach was wearing because I don't care. I'm a guy. T.O. Get this, Mo. I mean, obviously, don't expect you to pick Miami here, but
Well, he
I
might.
do expect you to like rough Frankie up a little bit on this.
40-17. Josh Allen owns Miami.
Yes.
Yeah, he owns Miami. He owns them unless it's going to be 117 degrees out. I think we'll be okay. As for owning Frankie J,
Please.
there's no need for me to even try that. He's over here talking about what guys are wearing.
Yeah, it's becoming problematic.
At least he
tell you what.
matches.
I'll tell you, like I told my one supervisor, I don't quit. You have to fire me.
No, it's we'll let the public execute you instead.
I mean, I've already been lashed. I might as well just keep taking the beating. I don't care.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Bleed out, my friend. Just bleed out live. All right, guys. Baltimore at Minnesota. This is a tough game to call, right? Yo,
Baltimore.
how so?
Baltimore defense and Lamar Jackson. When in doubt, I look at the 2 quarterbacks playing and I'll take the better one.
How do you always determine who that is?
He closes his eyes.
That's exactly it.
That's his coin flip.
I close my eyes and a naked Indian comes to me. And
Yeah.
Yep. It says Lamar. And then I
Thank
go,
you.
yeah, hey, you're right on because that's the game I'm on. Lamar it is.
Frankie, are you on board with this nonsense?
Let me get. I just gotta think for a second here. I mean, look at
All right.
Baltimore.
Before you answer, let me just remind you that Minnesota beat Detroit last week.
I know.
Exactly.
Detroit.
Letdown game.
All right. They're back home in Minneapolis playing Baltimore, who is, I expect, look, I went to T.O. first because he already doubled down on Baltimore making this resurgence. He literally cannot pick Minneapolis, even if he wanted to.
Yep.
He knows that because I would fucking roast his shit for that.
I'm gonna do this.
You are on the other side of things where actually you're where T.O. normally is, which is reality. And he's in delusion now. That's you guys are reversed, like it's Bizarro, Frankie and T.O. It's OT and Janky Frey. So tell me what you got in Baltimore at Minnesota.
Baltimore, Minnesota. Minnesota had a way better game plan put together to match that of the skill set of a J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy looked like he was an actual NFL quarterback for the first time ever in his short NFL career. I think Kevin O'Connell is great with quarterbacks. I really do. I think the guy has this knack for making playbooks, game plans for whatever quarterback's in. I like J.J. McCarthy in this game. I don't know why. Don't ask me to give you any reasons. I'm not a Viking hater or a Viking lover. In fact, my other really good friend who's down south loves the Vikings, so I have somewhat of a respect for the Vikings, and I like them at home. I think Baltimore is going to come off this game, and they're going to play down. I think they're going to go in there and whoop them up.
There's no playing down. Last time these teams played, 34-31 in overtime.
Right. So
Baltimore won.
Well, I like Minnesota this time.
Okay.
Skull.
You know what's funny about a skull, Frankie? Usually contains a brain. You just proved that that's not always the case.
Happens.
Baltimore's winning this game, my friend.
Okay. All right.
Me and T.O. we're going to take it to you. Wow, that sounded really weird.
Yeah, that does.
We're not going to take it to you in the sense that you want us to take it to you.
I'm not combing my hair.
We're going to come after you next week. How about that? All right. Now we got the really who gives a shit game. We got Cleveland and the Jets. They were both on bye week last week. They might as well be on a bye week this week. The Jets have all but given up. Frankie's flipping a coin. So
Cleveland.
What?
Who you got? Cleveland at the Jets.
Is Aaron Glenn playing? You know what? I actually would love to watch this game.
Revis Island?
I wish I lived in Cleveland so I could watch this game because their defense is going to look like a bazillion bucks. What's his name's probably going to actually be happy about a game. Miles Garrett.
Are you
16
taking
sacks.
Cleveland?
I'm going to take Cleveland for sure. Harold Fannin going to have a big game. Njoku, you name it. This is going to be one Cleveland can hang their head on and be like, wow, look how good we can be if we could only play the Jets every week.
Frankie, I am going to ride with T.O. I'm going to get in this vehicle with him. And I'm getting in despite like being nervous that he's either going to crash us or touch me inappropriately. I'm getting in the car with him anyway because the Jets traded half their fucking roster. So are you gonna
I'm driving.
chaperone? Are you gonna chaperone?
I got the CDL. I'm driving. You guys are in the back seat with tinted windows and a sliding door. You can do whatever the hell you guys want to do.
Why do we need a CDL? We're not
qualified. I'm
Do I
a
look
qualified
bigger
driver.
than
I'm qualified.
just because you're qualified?
Yeah.
You were
I'm
qualified.
licensed.
You wouldn't have taken the Jets.
I didn't. I took.
Oh,
Cleveland.
okay, good.
So
That's
we're
why I
all
said I was driving.
we're all on
Yeah.
the ride to Cleveland.
Yeah, it's boring.
Take
boring
us to
drive.
Take us to Browntown, Frankie.
A steak by the lake. Okay, next.
Oh man, there's so much sexual tension in this room right now. I can hardly believe it. New England, Tampa Bay, guys. This is sexy. This is a sexy game. All right. T.O.'s like, I want to watch Cleveland and the Jets. I think that's the only time that's going to be uttered by anybody this week. So I'm going to let you tell me what you think about this New England Tampa game real quick.
I'd love to know if Bucky Irvin was playing because that would really sway my decision here. This is another toughie against two good teams, solid teams. Baker versus man.
Can I remind you of something before you make your call?
Sure.
Tampa Bay's coming off a bye week, so we don't really know what they look like without Mike Evans, who, remember, he clavicled, gone. Bucky Irving would be another huge piece to be made. But I want to remind both of you guys before you.
I want to take Tampa.
Where
I'm
you
going to take Mbuka. Give me Mbuka and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, Frankie.
Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield was winning without Mike Evans before he came back and got hurt, and he's going to win after. New England is going to, like I said, if you want to go with the narrative and the whole sports entertainment conspiracy that T.O. likes to lean on when he sucks at making picks, New England is gonna, they surprised and got their fans back. They got their fan base back. They got their worldwide. Oh, we're back. We got the next Tom Brady. They're gonna lose this week,
All
and
right.
they're gonna lose in
So,
Tampa.
Not Tom Brady. It's mini Josh Allen.
Theo sucks at making picks. It was your claim. The same moment that
Yes.
you picked the same team as him.
Well, last week he was the worst.
This is true. It's a week by week basis. Yeah, but last week it
All right.
could have gone either way. I was
Both of
very
you
close.
guys are just a little bit too much homers of the Buffalo Bills to admit that New England's going to go and they're going to wipe the fucking floor with Tampa Bay.
Oh God, I can't wait to text and blow up this group text on Sunday, man.
Yeah, well, you'd be doing it with my dick in your hand.
Well, hopefully you shave.
Why am I doing this? I don't mean to do this, guys. I don't mean to make this like some bro fest. We're just like hugging each other.
Is this what guys talk about when girls aren't around?
I literally did not mean that. I meant, let's go back to the shit sandwiches.
Yeah.
You'll be eating the shit sandwiches, the two of you. And I will, I'll just watch because
Okay.
that sounded weird too.
I'll
Let's
take a turd burger instead.
Let's get through this. This is problematic.
A mosquito burger.
All right. I'm going New England.
Good
Yeah,
for you.
that wasn't clear to you guys.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I hope those magnetic goalposts come in handy.
Well,
Sweetie.
if there's any kick that goes awry in this game, you're gonna have to submit to Todd.
You are.
Yeah. FOIA requests the NFL for one of their
And
balls.
I'm gonna definitely get that sound effect too for next time.
Doink.
Boink. Arizona at Seattle.
Do we have to think about this one?
I'm already on board with Kyler Murray not playing. It doesn't make me happy.
No.
Not at all. I don't even want to play Arizona because I don't think they're good. I would way rather play the Chiefs this week or the Eagles or somebody that's good. But these games come up on the schedule and I have to watch them. And here's why, guys. If we go out and we beat the Eagles, people will talk about it. If we beat Arizona, no one, we don't even get mentioned. They don't even
Wrong.
They don't even show the fucking highlights.
Wrong.
Go ahead, say your piece.
You're wrong. Because Jacoby Brissett's coming off a huge game. They're talking almost in the way that he should have been the starting quarterback the whole year. He's got a better record than that of Kyler Murray. So what happens if Brissett has been in the whole year? I know you are what your record is. This is going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a really close game. That's why I'm going to pick Seattle, because Seattle is at home. That stadium is, as you know, Dames, one of the loudest in the league when it's pumped up, and it is right now. And Seattle is winning games in big ways. Coming off a big win, Arizona's going to give them a run, though. It's going to be a really close game. It might come down to one score.
T.O.
Probably won't come down to one score. It was 23-20 last time. They got a better quarterback in the game right now. They're feeling themselves. I wouldn't want to play them either, but I'm still going Seattle.
Speaking of filling themselves, Frankie, what are you doing?
I keep track. I
Oh.
got a color code system. I do. I got a color for everything.
It's drawn on it.
I do.
That's a
If anybody wants a drawing from me, just drop a comment and I can send you a special drawing. I can draw the bills. What do you want?
Yeah.
Happy little tree. Put a happy little tree over there.
Bob Ross down there. All right. This is awesome, dude. Rams at San Francisco. Why is this awesome? Because one of them has to lose.
It could tie.
Even better.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That would make my day. The only thing better than the stadium imploding would be them tying. In this.
Who's going to win this one?
Oh, I already know.
Tell me. I'm gonna let you go first.
Let the know-it-all go.
That's why I said go ahead.
Oh, good. Let's hear
Theo,
it.
that's you.
Oh,
Go
that's
ahead,
me.
Theo.
Oh, shit.
Dummy.
He
Give me the
knows it
Rams.
all, but he
Give me the
doesn't-
Rams. Give me the Rams. You know why? Because that's my pick for the Super Bowl. So give me the Rams.
That's
Just
your
because.
Super Bowl pick? Go
It
fuck.
is. I think they lose against. It's either going to be them or Green Bay because I just don't have faith in Sammy.
Go find another fucking show to be on.
But that's
Yeah.
my pick.
Shit.
Can't go against because Puka Nacua is the most injury prone player in the world. But they still have Adams, and the way that guy can catch touchdowns, and Stafford can still throw the ball. They are always going to be a worry.
Those magnetic gloves are looking fucking awesome, man.
That guy was the best receiver in the game for years.
Yeah, no magnets.
You
Okay.
don't know that.
I think somebody's been eating lead tablets.
Yummy.
Could have black mold exposure.
Yeah. Someone's living in asbestos room.
But the
Mesothelioma.
49ers will probably win
Someone
because
took
that's just
way
what they
too
do.
much Tylenol this week.
Yeah,
A lot
Todd.
of acetaminophen.
All right.
Competitive. Frankie, who you got in this game?
Oh, it wasn't hard to choose. I took the Rams
Why?
Wow. because the
Why?
Rams are gonna, because the Rams are going to win.
Give me a
Good call.
Matt Stafford, Devontae Adams is coming on, and it's Matt Stafford against Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is not as good as Matt Stafford, as far as I'm concerned. He doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. He doesn't have the years experience, and he doesn't really have all the weapons around him. So I picked the Rams. I'm sticking
It's
to
San
it.
Francisco. Does that make a difference?
No, all
Just
San
me.
Francisco does is win.
Give me a score, Frankie.
Close your eyes. No, I don't do that. That's Tio's thing. Close your eyes, Todd.
34-26.
Hey, if it's not 34-26, Frankie, get it.
You're actually keeping track?
I'm letting his score ride as your.
Oh, okay. Someone's got to
Yes.
pick up for his lack of. Got
Look,
ya.
you guys, I hate both these teams with a fire that burns deep in my ass.
Whew.
Why did I? What is that even?
I don't even know.
It's deep in my ass.
Done
My
some
soul.
roidal.
The fire burns deep in my soul. Okay,
Hydrocortisone cream.
Yep, sounds.
fire burns deep in my soul. All right, my ass is fine. Never, it's not fine.
Thanks for telling me.
Good Lord.
Give me a drink.
Rams. Rams ass fuck shit. This whole show has gone the way of the
To hell.
dodo. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. All right, we're all on the ramp. But Frankie's got his little score that he's got to contend with. And I'm discussing you guys on that. All right, you got Detroit at Washington.
Oh, jeez.
Last game of the 3 o'clock slate. 4 o'clock slate. Frankie.
Yeah. Detroit.
Washington.
Washington.
Minnesota.
Yeah, but they lost. Well, Washington doesn't have Jaden Daniels for the next 100 years.
Mariota.
Yeah, Mariota's not the best. I take Detroit. Detroit's going to bounce back after that loss to Minnesota, no doubt in my mind. On the road, wherever in Washington.
Despite hating it, I tend to agree. Go ahead, T.O.
Detroit wins this one in a blowout fashion.
In a blowout of fashion.
Yep.
What score?
Oh. 41-9. Who are they playing?
He's way off.
Washington?
You know how I know.
Yeah.
Washington
You know how
might
I
not
know
even
he's
get
way
9
off?
because they're not going to want to kick field goals at that point.
Do you know how I know he's way off?
No,
Close his eyes.
I didn't. That's why I don't even think they're going to get 9. They'll probably get 16, 40-16.
40-9.
Yep. It's definitely going to be a blowout.
Yeah, definitely a blowout. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, blowout.
Yeah. Definitely a blowout, Ford Field.
Yeah. Judge Wapner.
I'm picking Detroit, but I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be a blowout. I think Seattle could pull
Yes.
them out.
You might even get a Montgomery touchdown in garbage time.
Ooh.
This is the game where I see them leaving Jared Goff in too long.
Ooh, no such thing.
He gets killed.
We can't predict injuries here.
And yet I did. All right, Sunday Night Football.
Mm.
You got the old man, Aaron Rodgers, going to face Phillip Rivers Part 2 in L.A.
Ew.
SoFi Stadium. I really hate that they're not in San Diego anymore. Is anybody else still bummed?
Yes. Totally bummed.
What are we doing? Why do we have
I don't
to
know.
keep that SoFi?
Nicest weather, SoFi Stadium. Go back to San Diego.
All right, Tio, you're very talkative right now, so continue on.
All right. I'm going for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and for the reason I mentioned earlier, Joe Alt not in the game. Steelers overpaid defense comes through again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Franklin Delano?
Pittsburgh. Same reasons Tio picked.
Buster,
Yeah.
Same thing.
you're forcing me into this pick. I'm changing from Pittsburgh to the Chargers. And I'm
Is that your strategy to pick opposite of what I picked to think?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Look, it's strategic. So, yes, it is my strategy. They're at home. It's not a given that Pittsburgh's going to win. Both of you are picking Pittsburgh. I'm slaughtering both of you in percentage
It's true.
so far. So I've got a little bit of, I can either make myself get higher up or bring the thing closer. I'm not so worried about you catching me this week that I'm not going to make a weird change there just to throw a little wrench in the thing.
I got one of those too. Hang on.
You guys, this is fun as hell. I am having a blast. I hope you guys are having a blast.
I just farted.
Way too much sexual innuendo, and I'll try and clean that up.
There you go.
Wet nap.
Yeah.
After
Dude, wipe.
for next week, I'll be totally straight. We got one more game here, and it's the Monday Night Football game. This is big. This is big. Season opener last year in Brazil, was it?
Yeah.
And
Jordan Love got hurt.
Jordan Love got dinged up on his little
Yeah,
last
turf.
plays of the game, and Philadelphia came out victorious. I think they've played again since then. I think it was a playoff game, maybe.
Yeah,
And obviously, Philly took Green Bay out of the playoffs last year.
they did 2 interceptions.
Now they have to come to Lambeau Field. Frankie, tell me about.
The frozen
Give me a little bit of
Lambeau
in-depth
Field.
analyses on this.
Green Bay at home. AJ Brown's not doing anything for me in fantasy. I just think Green Bay is embarrassed of what happened this past week. They're at home. It's going to be chilly in the frozen tundra. I'm also going to call this my trap game. I'm picking
God.
Green Bay,
Okay,
but this is my trap game.
My way out game.
dude, Tio, is he misusing the trap?
Yeah, this is my get out of jail free card for when I screw
I'm
up.
gonna call bullshit, Frankie. Like,
Call it all you want.
who's the trap? One team won the Super Bowl last year, and the other team's supposed to win it this year. Who's
Exactly.
trapped? When
Well,
you
this
okay,
one.
let me just start from the beginning. When you hold up the trap game pen,
Yeah.
I literally should know who is gonna win. I should know who your choice is.
Yeah.
Because let's say it was the Raiders versus the Seahawks, and you said trap game, I would know that I should be worried that the Raiders are going to beat the Seahawks.
Correct.
When you do it in this scenario, who the fuck are you talking about?
I say Green Bay's going to win, but it's a trap game.
For who?
What do you mean for who?
For who?
So
Which
Green
team?
Bay is gonna win, but Philly should, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Based on what?
Just because they're at home, they're coming off a horrible loss, and Philly is Philly. They dropped a couple weird games this year.
T.O., he doesn't understand what I'm saying.
I do.
You understand what I'm saying?
Who's the trap game for? They're both good teams. Which one is who's trapped? Which team?
I'm saying in this case that Philly.
Fine, I'll call it my caution game. How's that? I'll reword.
Who'd you
Okay.
take?
I took
the
Green
same
Bay.
thing, dude.
All right, I'm taking Philly then.
He's taking it, Philly. Fight you!
Everybody's kung fu fighting.
Fight. Well, I'm trying to not be too confrontational, but what
Go
the
ahead.
fuck?
I do it on purpose. See how it works?
I don't see how it works. That's my point.
I'm gonna take Philly just because it groups everybody back in.
Now I don't know what to do. I don't want to agree with Frankie because there's
Now
no
it-
trap.
Yeah, now with that gorilla math.
There's no trap. Literally, this is a game where you could like say, "God damn, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who should win. There's nothing that tells me one team's better than the other." I mean, literally, this is the only game on the schedule that you could not say is a trap game for either
I
team.
mean, the Packers lose to Carolina last week. That's rough.
It is rough.
Are they going to be really pissed, or did that expose them somehow, where the Eagles can do the same thing? We will see. This is going to be a very good game, but I'm going to take the Eagles.
Good.
I love it when you guys are like split. I love it.
I'm gonna win.
Makes me happy. You know what, Frankie? What do I do here? I only have 13 minutes to make my decision.
Well, the sooner it will be better.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to go with Tio. I'm going to get in that car again, despite what I know about him, his predatory nature and his bad driving record.
And I got candy.
You what?
Said I got candy.
He's got a van parked out back with no windows, too.
Frankie's got a kid's car seat in the back of his car. No kid.
No kid.
That's weird.
He picks up single mothers, too. That's the weirdest part.
Oh, you're a dad? Yes, ma'am, I am.
Here's my ID.
That's how he picks up the women's. All right, I'm gonna go Green Bay. I don't.
Nice.
You know what? I'm sorry, Tio. You're gonna have to ride by yourself.
I think Green Bay beats them later in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, if
Close
you're
your eyes.
predicting a Rams Packers NFC Championship game, I wouldn't watch it. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So 2 Green Bay, 1 Philly. We got bye week for Cincinnati, Dallas, who now has an extra week to indoctrinate their new pickups. So hang on a random 3 days with the team. Kansas City also inactive, and Tennessee. Cam Ward gets his first taste of vacation in the Midlands.
Nice.
Guys, this was a blast. T.O., I honestly thought you were going to crash out and be a piece of shit. Piece of shit that we have to get rid of, but, like, I don't know. Now I feel like Frankie's the piece of shit that we have to get rid of.
Good luck.
I could get rid of myself, and then we just have your guys' other show. Why don't you tell us about it, Frankie?
Oh, yeah. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Raw Live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can watch us live. It's True NFL. Teal and I talk about trending topics, stories going around the NFL, sometimes things that aren't even NFL related, and it's brought to you by Raw Live Productions. And we have a great time doing it. It's a good 45-minute show, so definitely stop through and drop comments and be part of the show.
Yeah, it's a great show, and it has every bit as much sexual tension as this one did today.
And some healing.
And some healing. Yeah, we'll go with that. So get your favorite cider and something to smoke and join the boys over there. You're not going to know about this show until you watch this show, and that show will already be over. But it's on YouTube on Raw Live YouTube. So check it out. Whether you can see it live or not, check it out. That's it for this week, boys.
Awesome.
Love you long time.
Oh,
But I hate you the same way.
Tani.
So, what?
Awesome, man. Cool.
Why are you talking about baseball? It's over.
I know.
I'm the Dodger fan.
You are?
Yeah.
Double fuck you then.
What do you mean?
All right, at least you're not.
Brooklyn.
At least you're not a Blue Jays fan.
No. I did fall in love with that team, though.
You felt
Hard not to.
I
Hard not to when 18 of the players make bare minimum.
I
And they're
didn't
playing
find
just for the love of the game.
I didn't find them lovable at all.
Yeah.
We did take them 7 games. I was proud of how we went out, at least. So, all right, guys, that is NFL. If you're in NFL, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, leave comments, leave multiple comments. Notice some of you do that, and I think as people watch the show, they're like, I want to comment, and then they find themselves going, Tio said another stupid thing. Have to comment on that too. Oh, Frankie J looks sexy today. Let's comment on that. Tio said another stupid thing. Dames is by far the smartest person on the show. Let's comment that. And I'm not the one making these comments. I'm just repeating what I heard. All right, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay, later, man.
See you.
Todd, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Okay.
This was a Loch 22 production. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.